So this is part 2 of how to stay motivated in 2017. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I suggest you go back and look at that. We was talking about getting locked into your goal. In part 2, we're going to be talking about how to measure your goal and the steps you have to take to actually going out there and achieving it. Setting a measurable goal is key to achieving it. If you don't make your goal measurable, how do you know if you've achieved it or if you've made any progress at all? Seeing progress during your journey is very motivational. It builds momentum and confidence, and it keeps you going in the right direction towards your goal. The way you measure your goal is totally up to you. I tend to use progress pictures for me and my clients. It's a very good way because you can actually see your body changing along your journey. I tend not to measure my progress on weight because if you're building muscle on your journey while losing fat, your weight might not change but your appearance might. The only thing I'll use weight for is to track how much food you need to eat or your calories and your macronutrients, but other than that, I'll literally leave weight out of the equation, but just make notes of it just to know where you are. If I was to use my weight as a key indicator of if I'm progressing or not, and I got on the scale, I'd be classed as overweight. So that's why I literally take no note of what the scale says, but how I feel and how I look. That's more important than what a scale says, so that's why I use pictures rather than using the scale. You can use a tape measure, for example, measure different body parts, and in a few weeks measure yourself again to see if you've made any improvements on your body. But I wouldn't stick to weighing scales because, as I said, if you're building muscle and burning fat, your weight might not change as much, and especially if you look good and feel good, then what does it matter? So yeah, that's the different ways you can measure your goal, so make sure you do that. It's really important to build momentum and to do the right steps moving forward, so measuring your goal is really important. So you've got step 1 and that's step 2, measuring it, and now we're going to go into actually going after it, so putting the steps in place to get to your goal. So there's thousands of training routines out there, different things you can do, different types of training. I especially like building muscle, so I do a lot of weight training with me and my clients, especially female clients. We get them lifting weights. But whatever you're into, it's up to you. But we want to actually go from saying you're going to do it and actually putting steps in place, so you're actually hitting it each week, and each day is supposed to train. You actually are going to train, and we're going to talk about accountability as well, but for now we're just going to put some steps in place that you can actually do. So once you've chosen a method of what you're going to do, like what training style you're going to do, I think the best thing to do was to choose something you enjoy doing. So if you enjoy lifting weights, then do that. If you enjoy CrossFit, do CrossFit. If you enjoy running, include running in your plan, but do something what's more enjoyable, what you like to do, and leave exercises out what you don't like doing. The best thing I like to do is to have a diary, so you literally write in days where you're going to train. Doing this, you've scheduled it in, so you've got it planned in your day, so it's into your routine. So you can write it in, so it could be like Monday, you're gonna go to work, and then straight after you're gonna go to the gym for an hour, then come home. Tuesday, the same thing, or you could even be like, I'm gonna wake up early on Tuesday. So 6 AM I'm waking up, I'm going to the gym for 7 AM, I'm going to get a shower at the gym and go straight to work. Wednesday is going to be my rest day. On Thursday I'm going to go straight after work at 5:30. And then Friday can be another rest day or another training day. And then Saturday, you can say I'm going to wake up, whenever I wake up, and then go to the gym before I start my day, and then come back and then meet friends or something. Actually scheduling your workouts into your daily routine is a big help. And if you make your commitment to do it, like actually do what you've scheduled to do, you'll be less likely not to miss your workouts and actually go in if you plan for it. There's going to be days when you don't want to train. Everybody has them, I have them myself. But if you're looking at the bigger picture, like what we talked about in part 1, if you're actually focusing on the bigger picture, like I want to get to my goal, like just spending an hour in the gym, 30-45 minutes in the gym is nothing to actually feeling good and actually being confident about yourself. So them days will just fly by. You can just power through them if you're actually focused and locked in. Part 2, so that's making your goal measurable and actually having a plan to go out there and achieve your goal. If you like this video at all, let me know, comment. I'd love to hear your feedback. Like and share this video if you think it'll be useful to anybody you know. If you want to join any of my programs, just drop me a message. I'll link it all in again. And we're going after our goals in 2017. We're going to make it a big one. So just let me know if you want to join my plans. We're going to go after it. That's part.